Now, if you hadn't heard previously, N'Keal Harry has made it very clear through his agent, he's done in New England. The former first-round pick who, if we're being honest and objective, has been a bust for the Patriots. He no longer wants to be a member of the organization, and he is due about $3.3 million over the next 2 years. That's not bad from a contract perspective, but there's not going to be a massive demand for N'Keal Harry. I think there will be some, but his trade value, simply put, is not very high. In 2 years, as a first-round pick, Harry pulled in 45 catches, less than 10 yards per catch, 4 total touchdowns. This is the type of production you would expect through like 12 games of a first-round pick, even if they weren't playing great. Not over the first 2 years of their NFL career. And Harry made a big deal about, or at least his agent did when he requested the trade, that, he wants more opportunity. Harry has been on a bad receiving core in the NFL. The Patriots have not had good receivers. N'Keal Harry, as the first-round pick, was supposed to be the guy who made that receiving core better. The Patriots this offseason brought in Nelson Aguilar. They brought in Kendrick Bourne. Jacoby Myers has been a nice little surprise there. But it's not like N'Keal Harry's getting beat out by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiving core. He's getting beat out by okay undrafted players. So I don't think it's a lack of opportunity thing for N'Keal Harry. I think it has very much been he just hasn't been good in the NFL. Now, some more background here. The Patriots reportedly shopped Harry before and around the NFL draft. They did not find a trade that they liked. And whether that was because there wasn't really an offer, period, or because they weren't getting the proper draft pick compensation back in exchange, they did not trade Harry. Now that Harry's made his public demand of being traded, his value is frankly down even a little bit lower. I think you're talking maybe a day 3 pick in exchange, if you're late day 3 pick, if you're going to go get Harry. Maybe a 5th at best, I think, if the Patriots are lucky. He was a former first-round pick, but he has just not been good in the NFL. So make your predictions for me right now in the comments section. What team, if any, do you think N'Keal Harry will be traded to? Get your votes in the comments section for me right now. Let's run them through the top destinations for N'Keal Harry. The Washington football team publicly linked to Harry before the draft, but they added some players. I'd be a bit surprised if that's the route they went right now. The New Orleans Saints, I think, make a lot of sense. They need more receiver help. Their depth is not great behind Michael Thomas, even if you believe in Traquan Smith. If I were the Saints, trying to win games right now, and you want a contested catch guy, Harry makes some sense. The Atlanta Falcons might be the most logical destination after trading away Julio Jones. They're fine with Calvin Ridley and Russell Gage at receiver 1 and 2. It's the depth, or lack thereof, that makes them a logical fit. The Arizona Cardinals, they're next up here. How about a swap? Andy Isabella for N'Keal Harry. Straight up, Isabella goes closer to his home where he went to UMass, and then N'Keal Harry goes closer to Arizona State. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but I thought it was a fun idea. All right, the Detroit Lions, again, kind of like the Falcons to an extent than the Patriots themselves, not good receiving core. Why not give them a shot? Now, is N'Keal Harry the type of knee biter that Dan Campbell wants? Maybe, probably not, but if I'm the Lions, why not pick up the phone and call and see what the interest is, or at least what the ask price, which I think is going to be a late day 3 pick. And then there's the Houston Texans. They were linked to Harry because of so many former Patriots already being on their roster, but I don't think they need a receiver. They're way too deep already at like wide receiver 4 or 3.5 through 6. They got like 7 guys to potentially fill that particular role. There were some other teams I briefly considered. The 49ers, because of they had some pre-draft interest, but honestly, I think Debo and Ayuk are who they're going to devote their time to. The Green Bay Packers are always mentioned for receivers, but they drafted somebody this year, so maybe they're in the clear there. The Minnesota Vikings, maybe if they want a new wide receiver 3, it's an option. The Chiefs, maybe. I saw them linked in some articles. I think they're going to pass, but they're a potential dark horse there. And then I almost did a J.J. Arcega-Whiteside trade straight up for N'Keal Harry, but honestly, I think the Patriots would still say no to that one.